This is based on research by Hertzberg, and I've mixed it in with Hackman and Oborn as well. If we say, why do we come to work? What is it that motivates us? The answer often is money. That's why we come to work. We come to work in exchange for money at the end of the day. We're motivated because we work in a nice environment. It's very nice in our surgery, it's got nice new lights, and it's nice in my lab because it's air conditioning, we've got modern equipment. No, modern equipment. And it's nice in my lab because we've been there for a long time and you've got job security and you can get promoted. Now, what do we often put on job adverts? If I put a job out for an advert, I put, looking for dental technician. I'm going to pay you 40 grand a year. I've got a lovely air-conditioned premises and the most modern CAVO equipment, and we've been established for 20 years. But what Hertzberg found out is that these are not motivating factors. He said these are hygiene factors. What a hygiene factor is, he called them hygiene factors, because if you go into hospital, you go into hospital because you're ill, and the hospital clean the floor and you wipe your hands and you do everything else. That doesn't make you better. That stops you getting worse. So that's a hygiene factor. What you need when you go to a hospital are the drugs and the therapies and the treatments. These, they found out, a lot of research were hygiene factors. All these do is prevent people becoming demotivated. They don't motivate. They might motivate in the short term, but not in the long term. If we want to have a truly motivated team, it's not about money, environment, good equipment, job security. All that will do is prevent people becoming demotivated. So we can't say, okay, well, I'm not going to have anything then, because they'll become demotivated. They don't motivate. What does motivate is feedback. And I struggle with this a lot in the lab, because a case comes in, it's a case name, it's the models, it makes them with teeth, it goes out. Case comes in, it's nice models, it's a nice name, it makes them with teeth, and it goes out. It goes on and on and on, and on and on, until there's a problem, and then I get feedback. So the feedback's always negative. It's so important to have positive feedback. It really is so important. If I could see every case in a patient's mouth, every case that I do would be better because I'd get that feedback. It really is important. That's cross-boundary teams getting feedback, but that's also within the team that you're working in. So giving positive feedback. Now, I used to think that that was saying thank you to people. So I used to say, guys in the lab, technician did something, I'll say, yeah, thank you for that, that's really good. They do something else, I say, thank you for that. But actually what happens if you keep saying thank you is it loses its value. So if you want to give feedback and you want to be positive and you want to say thank you, engage with it. So now what I say is if a technician gives me a nice crown, I don't say thank you, that crown's really nice. I say, I really like the way that you've managed to contour the distal there, it's really nice, it disappears around the corner and that looks fantastic. Or if another technician gives me a crown with nice morphology, I don't say, yeah, that's a really great case, thank you very much. I say, brilliant, what I really like is the way that you've done this, what you've done that, the way you've done this carving here, the way you shape that. So if you want to give feedback to staff members in the surgery or the practice of the lab, or you want to give it across boundaries, so surgery to the dentist, dentist to the surgery, is engage with that feedback. So if I'm phoning up a dentist, I won't say, that's a brilliant impression, yeah, really good, thank you. I'll phone up and say, that was a brilliant practice, I really like the way that you gave the margin all the way around, or that's a brilliant impression, and I can see that's because of your technique, and the technique you used was putting wash, and that's brilliant, well, that's excellent. And the same dentist giving feedback to us. It's another trick with feedback, is to engage with the feedback. Another thing is autonomy. Autonomy is not being told what to do. Autonomy is having a sense that you can control yourself what you're going to do with that particular case. Now, I've often tried to control technicians that work for me in the past and say, you've got to do this, you've got to do that, you've got to do that, you've got to do that. That's removing all autonomy from them, that's removing all ability for them to think. And what happens over a period of time is the more I do it, the less they think. They delegate everything to me to tell them what to do. And that happens in teams a lot. So we need to allow the people the freedom to work things out for themselves. And the biggest motivating factor is the job itself.